Hi, welcome. My name is Skyla Ramirez. Let's get started with our yoga for everybody session today. So today's quickie session, we are focusing on the hips, and there are connecting tissues from the hips that go up to the shoulders. So we're going to be doing a lot of twisting today in this quickie session. So let's go ahead and have a stand up, stand with your feet in touching, toes touching. Close. Here we go. Toes touching and heels open just a little bit. Make sure there's a soft bend in the knees. Let's roll those shoulders back. And as you inhale, circle sweep the arms up and overhead. Take those arms out as wide as they would go, stretching to the side walls. Exhale, pull them back behind you and lift the ribs. So already as we inhale, we're pulling the connecting tissues from the front of the hip and legs up to the chest, the side ribs, and the armpit. We just want to be sure that we have as much mobility up through the spine as possible before we dig any deeper into the hips. Exhale back. Let's do a few more. Inhale up, turn the palms back behind you, push the palms back, and maybe even engage the glutes a little bit. Press your hips forward while you're pressing the palms back. So your body is actually taking the shape almost of a crescent moon. When you're ready, palms forward, pull the knuckles back, sweep those arms around, and come back to standing. Let's do two more. Inhale, open it up. Palms press back, hips press forward, reach it up from here, press it forward and back and around. Inhale, up, palms back, palms forward, press it back and around. Just one more. Big inhale. Palms back, press, palms forward, sweep it around. Let's add in a few big circle sweeps, almost like a windmill type movement. We're going to take our left hand forward and you're going to take it back behind you a few times. So it's the same circle movement, similar circle movement through the shoulder, but start to add in rotation with the trunk of your body. Keeping the feet completely rooted to the earth. We're starting straight forward, back and around. Start to take the arm across your body. So you're twisting to the right, reaching with that left arm, and then take it overhead, sweep it behind you, and twist towards the left. Inhale, sweep it over to the right. Circle around. It's almost like you're doing a big lasso movement. Take it across, up, back, twist behind you. One more. Across, up and around, and down. All right, let's do the right arm. So start first, just reaching ahead as if we're going to shake someone's hand. We're taking it up, straight up, little twist to the right, down and around. Just a couple more. Inhale up. So again, we're always starting with opening up, creating as much length and traction through the spine as possible, and then we add in a bigger twisting motion. Take that right hand across to the left side of the body, and now take it up and overhead. Take it behind you, down and around. Inhale, right arm across to the left side of the body, reach it up, twist towards the right, and then take it down and around. So we're going to do at least 4 to 6 more of these, and you can match it to your breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Lots of rotation through the trunk of the body while the feet stay rooted so that we're getting an active stretch like a rubber band from the edges of the feet through the hip joint up through the fingertips. One more, all the way up and then back and around. From here, let's inhale both arms up. Lace the fingers together, invert the palms and push the hands out. The hands could stay in front of the body or they could come straight up overhead. Press down as firm as possible into the outside of your right foot, then lean over to the left. Keep pressing over into that foot and pulling that right shoulder back. Imagining that you're trying to rotate or press your left shoulder forward with that right shoulder pressing back. Keep pushing into the outer blade of the right foot. Inhale, open the right armpit a little more, and now bend the right knee. This is gonna pull that right hip down and away from the rib, loosening up some of those side oblique muscles and deep muscles in the middle trunk of the body can get really tight when we sit. There can even be a lot of compression in the vertebral column there. And when we try to stand, they can seize up on us and pull on the hips. So we want to loosen that up. When you're ready, bring it to center, both legs straight. Inhale, push up. Exhale, lean to the right. Press into the outer blade of the left foot. This time you're pressing that left shoulder back, pushing the right shoulder forward. Press your right hip back. Hold it there. Press into the outer blade of the left foot. Inhale, reach from that left armpit. And now bend the left knee, dropping that left hip. Now, when we drop that left hip, we might be compressing the liver. If you're feeling like this is painful, maybe there's a stitch or a cramp on the right side of the body, you could always straighten that left leg a little bit and ease off of some of that pressure. We definitely don't want it to be an invasive movement to the organs. One more big inhale. Open that left armpit. When you're ready, take your time. Both legs straight, bring it to center, press it up. Exhale, relax your hands down. Let's take our feet out, wider than the hips. From here, taking your left toe and turning it out to the side. Let's bend our left knee. Let your tailbone push back towards the right heel. Taking our left hand onto the left thigh. Let's extend that right arm up as if you're waving towards me. To add onto this hip stretch, the part of the hip that wraps to your low back, we're going to slowly begin to rotate in without moving the feet and reach down towards the inside of your left foot. Let's circle that arm again. Reach it out, right arm out, lift it up, open up, press that hand back. It's a movement we already practiced, pushing back. And now turn that thumb down. Sweep past your right hip, reaching down for the inside of the left foot. Inhale, take that arm up, open, exhale, down and around. Hold it there just for a second, just one more. Inhale, bring it up, open, keep pushing back into the outer blade of the right foot. Reach more dynamically out of your fingertips. Imagine that someone is behind you, pushing your right hip down. So it's kind of hard to sometimes get this stretch without an assistant to help with the muscle activation, but you can definitely recruit those sensations on some level. Press into the outer blade of the right foot. And as you inhale with that right blade of the foot pushing away, right hip pushing away, straighten your left leg and then reach it out even more. Notice that there's a softness in the side trunk of my body. So I'm not attempting to create a triangle pose with a lot of hard angles. Instead, we're softening that curve along the oblique and the liver. When you're ready, bend the left knee. Slowly come to center. Let's take our hands to the waist. Lift that left toe, turn it forward. Let's lift the right toe and turn it out to the side. Bending our right knee, we're establishing a strong warrior two foundation with our feet. Pushing into the outer blade of that left foot, let's lower our right hand down onto the right thigh. Extend that left arm out, push the knuckles back behind you. We're pushing into the inner blade of the right foot while the right knee pushes out towards your pinky toe. And then pull your left shoulder back. Let's slowly take that arm across the chest. Easy does it. Reaching it down towards the inside of our right foot with that left hand. Extend the left arm forward as if you're shaking hands. Nice long reach. Push back into the outer blade of that left foot while you reach through your fingertips. Inhale, take it up. Reach it up. Exhale, bring it down. Swiping past the hip. Reaching for the inside of that right foot. Inhale, left arm open. Extend, hold it up, press it back. Thumb in and down, sweep it past the hip and reach down. At least one or two more. Inhale up. Press back, exhale around. Reach to the inside of the foot. One more. Inhale, take it up. Hold it there, reach. Option to extend that arm overhead as we continue to press back through the outer blade of that left foot. Inhale, open the left armpit. Option to straighten the right leg, tilting the tailbone back towards your left heel. That right hand can stay on the thigh. This is usually providing the greatest support to the spine. If you know that you want to slide that hand past the knee, avoiding pressure on the kneecap, we could always do that. Lift the ribs a little bit. Again, we're keeping a softness in the side trunk of the body rather than a hard line through the side of the body. Soften through the sideways, opening up and stretching through the intestinal tract. One more inhale. Exhale, bend that front knee. Bring the hand to the waist. Let's push off that leg and bring it to center. Gently bring the toes in towards each other. Let's get a nice big twist in with the body again. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, pull the thumbs down and in to touch the center of the chest, the sternum. From here, as we twist to the right, push your right hip forward, pulling the right shoulder back, keeping the thumbs anchored at the center of the chest. We're attempting to truly isolate the twist from the hip across through the trunk of the body and the armpit. Now, in order to maybe create a different type of stretch, slide the thumbs over to your right armpit, push that right hip forward a little more, and press over towards the right. Inhale, bring it to center, slowly unwinding the spine. Circle the arms up, big breath in. Exhale, pull the thumbs down. Let's press to our centered chest again. Keeping the thumbs glued to the centered chest so that we isolate that swivel at the waist. As you begin to swivel at the waist, notice that you're pressing your right hip back, left hip forward. Twisting towards the left, left shoulder back. Thumbs are glued to the center chest. Left hip pressing forward with the left shoulder pressing back. This is a phenomenal stretch from the inside of the left hip straight up into the chest and the muscles that are hugging against your ribs. It's also stretching from the right hip diagonal. So we're moving into what we consider to be more of these vertical, lateral, and spiral lines of fascia. Let's slide the thumbs over to the left armpit, deepening that twist across the chest, drawing that left shoulder back, pressing the left hip forward. When you're ready, slowly unwind the spine to center, thumbs at the center of the chest. Inhale, both arms up and overhead. Exhale, sweep the hands back, backstroke movement. This is where it all began for traction and lengthening. Inhale, reach. Exhale back. One more, big breath in. Inhale, reach. Exhale back. So we're going to change this up just a little bit. Making fist with our hands. We're using the flat part of our knuckles to support the low back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Hold it there with fists. Exhale in place. Now inhale, sweep the arms back. Keep the fist and place the flat part of the knuckles somewhere near that low back region. Pressing the knuckles into the low back, lifting through the glutes, maybe even feeling as if there's just a little bit of a thrust forward, but not an invasive amount of pressure into that low back or SI joint. Now, as we inhale, pull the elbows back and start to let your ribs protrude and lift. We're doing what is called a standing camel, a standing back bend. We can even make it more like a standing fish as we inhale, lifting the chin, looking up to where the wall meets the ceiling or looking up to the ceiling itself, if that's a comfortable gaze. Two more big inhales into your center chest. Big breath in. Exhale, soften. Big breath. Pull up the ribs. Exhale, soften. Just one more big inhale. And then exhale, soften. From here, go ahead and shake out your hands. Roll out the wrist. In closing, place the hands on your hips. Push the tailbone back. Maybe walk the hands to your thighs. We just have like one more minute to counter this. Hands can go to the shins if that's more comfortable. Exhale, drop your head. Shake the head, yes. Turn it left and right. Try at least 2 exhales from your throat. One more. To safely come up, walk the hands to the thighs. Slowly make your way to standing or seated again for closing. 3 big breaths. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, palms back. Closing that up, big inhale. Exhale, closing each sequence of breath. Last one, big breath. And exhale down. Let's bring the hands together for closing. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful day and keep breathing.